Good morning everyone, happy Halloween. Here I am walking Sydenham Park again with my doggies. They've got their little Halloween costumes on. I'm under the avocado trees now. They're not falling at the moment, but they did a wee while ago. The problem is that a lot of the birds get the fruit. Here come the doggies. It's Charlie in her little Halloween costume. This is a beautiful pathway. I created a photo the other day of this space for Winn Studio. You can purchase a print. Where's Barnaby? He's under the avocado tree. He can smell something over there. It's such a beautiful park here. A lot of open green space though that's underutilised. I contacted council and had a meeting with them. I was hoping to do a design and make it more user friendly through that space, but there are a lot of rules, lots and lots of red tape around this park, and it's actually owned by a trust. The land was donated to the city by Frank Sydenham. And so, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, they know that I want to do something with it, so if they want me to help, they can get in touch with me. Charlie's seen something up here. Our friend walks her dog and the dog chases the birds, and Charlie's picked up a bad habit from her dog. I don't allow my kids or dogs to chase birds. It's not okay. So, one person walking the park today. One person spraying over there. And that's it. And that's normally what it's like. Only like 1, 2 or 3 people using this park. It's really sad because it's such a beautiful park right in the middle of, not in the middle of, outskirts of town. I'm from Auckland and our local park was Cornwall Park, right sort of in the central suburban areas, but a really beautiful park. And everybody used to love it. I mean, all of these little structural additions, the pathway, the seating, that's what actually brings people into a park. So having this much plain open green space actually means that people aren't going to use it. Like the percentage of usable space that people actually use is quite minimal. This pathway comes through here, but again, a lot of people don't use it because it's just a shaded area, and people want to be in the sun a little bit more, get the vitamin D, have some picnics, have places to sit and socialise. So anyway, I am a landscape designer with a focus on food forest design, but this is a botanic park. There are some fruit trees there. They're not great, but it's a good start for the city to be having fruit trees around. There are a lot of towns around New Zealand that actually are leading the way for urban environments to have fruit trees around, and I wish that Tauranga would, because Tauranga is like a holiday destination for a lot of people. We have a B&B that we run from home, and we have guests staying who are interested in sustainability, because that's what I'm about. So I want like-minded people staying with us, and a lot of them are actually horrified when they come to New Zealand. They're like, it's not as like clean and green and like eco-friendly as we thought it would be, and the urban development, why are there not like really cool buildings? Like overseas there are amazing buildings, green buildings, and people come to New Zealand thinking that's what they're going to find, and they don't. And you know, with the internet we can pretty easily find out a lot of things. So I'm really trying to make some changes. It's so beautiful, isn't it beautiful? But again, it's not like interesting with that much green space. So the proportion, it's out of proportion, the amount of green space. The homeless guy who was living at this park isn't here anymore. I think he may have got a job. I saw him with a car the other day. So that's nice. And he seemed happy and healthy. Here are my little Halloween doggies. I just gave them a haircut and I didn't want them to get sunburnt or cold. So I wanted jackets, and then Farah wanted a Halloween costume. And she said, I can reuse this every year. And I was so proud of her because it was from Kmart. But we're not one-use wonder family. We reuse everything as many times as possible. So I was like, oh, well, I wanted jackets, and that's cute. They can have these jackets, and they glow in the dark. So last night, when we were going to bed, I actually put the dogs next to, like their bed is right next to my bed. And I was getting into bed, and I was like, oh, that's so perfect. I can actually see them at night. So it's worked out even better than I had expected. Thank you, universe. Charlie's so cute. Sometimes she does a little skippity hoppity run. It's really cute. Someone said once, what's wrong? Is your dog okay? And I was like, oh, was she skipping? And they said, oh yeah, it did look like skipping. I was like, yeah, she's just really excited, I think. So anyway, this is the park that is right next to the location where I want to build the building prototype. It's a small-ish site, but that's okay because I don't want to go huge with the building prototype. The whole point of it is to introduce apartment living to the urban areas and also show how we can do green building design, make it affordable, profitable for investors, of course, that's what they want, but also actually really good for the occupants. No toxic boxes, toxic shoe boxes. I'm sick of seeing that. As designers, developers, architects, engineers, we have a responsibility to the people to create homes that are actually nourishing for the occupants and visitors, and so that's what I'm working on. Beautiful. So follow our YouTube channel for the building prototype, and I'll put it in the comments. No, I'll put it in the description of this video. The building prototype YouTube channel, and we have a donations page on Give a Little where you can just make a small donation and please share the page because it's just the initial fundraising to have the plans drawn up. The plans will be very extensive. There it is now, right across from the supermarket. There'll be a lot of engineering for it. Stormwater management, it is considered a flood area, but that's the council built up the road and created the problem themselves apparently, which is really annoying, but I have some clever ideas on how to manage all of that. So there's my site. One picnic table there, 2 picnic tables, 3 picnic tables, 3 picnic tables in this entire park. I wish there would be more. So there we have it. That's almost a whole round around the park. There's a walnut tree there. The quality of the fruit isn't that great here. which will be why people aren't flocking to use it. But I have seen a few people. These citrus trees are quite young, so hopefully they'll grow up and produce a lot. And it would be nice to have a Fijoa tree. Those are easy care, low maintenance trees. Everyone loves stone fruit. It's pretty windy here, like it's quite, you can see the movement of that tree. On a windy day it's windy everywhere, of course, but then there are ways to manage wind breaks and things like that. It would be nice if all of these houses around here were small apartment buildings. I want to fix the housing crisis, a cost of living, housing affordability, health, public health, and the system overload. There are so many problems that my building prototype will fix. I don't just think of one thing. I've got ADHD, so I think of a lot of different things at the same time. It's fine for me because I'm used to it, but yeah, sometimes people don't quite understand what I'm going on about. They're like, what do you do? Because I do lots of different things. But yeah, imagine that, all the way along here, lining the park, little apartment buildings with green roofs, shared living spaces, lower the cost of housing. My son's 20 and he's currently working on building a house, and an apartment would be a perfect situation if it's a nice apartment, not like a horrible little shoebox like they often are with toxic materials. We use eco-friendly materials, so everything about it is good and nothing bad that I can think of. Someone will be able to think of bad things, I'm sure, but I normally like to think of solutions to problems, not problems to problems. So, but I'm open to suggestions. What are they spraying, I wonder? Let's have a look at what they're spraying. Probably not, glyphosate on the edges. Alright, I've done a round. Little chitty bit of a blah 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 journal for you today. So, thanks for watching and listening to my little, it's kind of like a journal, like a video audio journal. Beautiful sunny day. It is springtime coming into summer, nice and warm. I would love to connect with anyone who's interested in the building prototype, sustainable design, food forest design, general eco-friendly living. Get in touch. I'll put my contact details in the description of this video. Okay, take care, have a good day, bye bye.